Rugby is booming in the Border region. If you need any evidence of that fact, check the unbeaten 2018 Border Craven Week squad, an achievement made all the more remarkable by the fact that they lost all 3 of their matches in the 2017 edition. And this afternoon, we are at the school that contributed 16 of the 23 players in that all-conquering Craven Week team, the exquisite Selborne College, pride of East London, the most underrated city in the country, in my opinion. And this afternoon we have spectacular weather, 21 degrees predicted to be the high. It is sunny and warm. There is a breeze blowing down the field though as well. And this is another installment in the 2018 FNB Classic Clashes series. What a series it has been so far. What a year of schoolboy rugby, especially so for this home side this afternoon. Founded all the way back in 1880, these are 2 of the oldest schools in the Border region. And they certainly do have a proud history. Their main matches are against Dale College, Grey High, and of course Queen's College, who visit them today. Queen's College from Queenstown have had a far more difficult time of it this season than Selborne has, because Selborne have managed to get 5 of their players into the SA school squad. That's 5 players, and I must repeat, 5. It is a remarkable achievement for a school out here in the Border region, where many schools are struggling to retain their dominance, especially so Dale and Queen's College themselves, but Selborne have stayed strong through all of it. And they have a very impressive side here today. Queens managed to get 4 of their players into the Academy Week squad, so they too have some class, and they'll be looking to turn around their form right here this afternoon. Let's take a look at Queen's College first of all. Number 1, Academy Week in 2017 and 2018 is Oscar Notqala, so he has plenty of experience. Their vice captain, Chumani Gacheni, was at Academy Week this year as well, and their captain is their number 12, Enrique Orania. So watch out for the number 12. He was at Academy Week as well, representing Border. That is the Selborne logo, so proudly emblazoned all around the place here. It is a wonderful school and with beautiful facilities. We are taking a look at the Selborne side now, and there's no need to go beyond the SA schools players. Let's read them out. Jacques Corson in number 2, Jared Taylor in number 4, Thomas Bursey in 9, and Mtungwa Mapansela in 12, as well as Sibabalwe Kamlashe, the fullback, and the captain in the 15 jersey. He scored 4 tries on the first day of Craven Week, so he certainly had people perked up and paying attention from the word go at Craven Week. And apparently he's been playing even better in schoolboy rugby than he did during that Craven Week, those 3 matches at the Craven Week at Paul Boys High. So plenty to watch out for from Mr. Kamlashe. Alongside me in the commentary booth today is none other than Super Brew champion of the SuperSport analysts and Italian international, Wim Visser. Wim, uphill battle for Queens today.
Oh, definitely so, Paul. Fantastic to be here. Good afternoon to everyone. The FNB Classic Clashes was developed around the customary rugby school clashes and rivalries. Early on this year, Selborne won the earlier fixture 54 points to 0. But at the end of the day, Paul, on any given FNB Classic Clash day, rugby is the only winner. Selborne, definitely 16 Craven Week sides, players, 5 SA schools players in their side. They are littered with caliber, they are littered with quality on that side, but on any day, you only play as well as the opposition allows you to play. And I can tell you one thing, Queen's College will come out here and try their best, give their best, because at the end of the day, it's an FNB Classic Clash, and we will always expect a clash and a classic in a game of this caliber.
Selborne are making their way out onto their A field, led out by Sibabalwe Kamlashe, superstar fullback for this East London side. In the black and white hoops, for which they are so famously known, Selborne. Queens will be playing in the white. All of the teams underneath the first team play in black with yellow stripes. And I can tell you that the match that preceded this, the second team match, finished with high drama. Selborne bearing down on the Queens line, eventually scoring a try to win the game, 12 points to 10. It is expected that this game will not be so closely contested, but Queens certainly will have something to say about that. They need to come down here and lay down the law to end what has been a very, very disappointing season.
Zim, you ready to go?
We are just about ready to get underway. Thomas Bursey in the 9 jersey will be kicking us off. He sometimes plays in the 10 as well, but they made the shift earlier in the season to have him at 9. Bercy launches the ball upfield into the wind, kicks it flat, and Queens receive and get the match underway. Odwam Kefa in the 7 jersey for Queens. They're going to have to be severely organized today, Queens, to turn their results around and win this one. Chunungwa is in the 10 jersey for Queens, not finding touch. And Selborne immediately have a chance to attack. There's one outstanding player in the Selborne ranks. Ntungwa Mapansela. Attacking immediately, Jared Ramsey on the right wing. Selborne showing their intent early on, but we're going back for an earlier infringement. With the whistle today is referee Rod Harris.
Down the rock. Let's take the step. Extra meter, please.
Well, it's immediate pressure from the Selborne College first 15. The speed of the delivery and the intensity they started this game is compromising the Queen's defensive line. A false start. Obviously, they're trying to get extra line speed and be in the face of the Selborne College side and limit their space, but they were trapped off sides, and an immediate opportunity for Selborne.
Outside. Open, Queens.
Jacques Goosen, SA Schools himself. Had a great Craven week.
Go back.
Superb line out to start things off, right to the front, setting up the rolling maul. Now Selborne, do they have the numbers to shift this Queens pack? Queens are not consolidating themselves behind this maul, and Selborne continue to march on. If they wheel in the right direction, they should have the momentum. Queens not committing the big boys to stop this at any rate. This is 5 meters out now. Selborne building up ahead of steam. Selborne are unstoppable right now. They're going over the line, and they will open the scoring. Troy Maynard.
Well, for the coaching staff, Piwe Nomlomo, that is the perfect start and exactly what the doctor ordered. It started with a good two-handed money ball take at the front of the line-out. That there looks remote controlled. It is so perfectly executed. Lovely stuff from this Selborne first 15.
This is the extremely impressive Thomas Bercy, who is in the SA School squad ahead of the much vaunted Ross Brody of Grey Bloom, and deservedly so. Reverse swing! Oh, it's out of this world! Thomas Bercy puts the conversion over the posts. What a start to this fixture.
I can tell you one thing, Paul, and that was not an easy conversion, the way the wind is swirling down on the pitch. But this is executed to perfection. The control is there, the forward momentum is there. The rest is history. Maynard gets his name on the board.
Sinatemba Chunungwa will take the kickoff for Queens College. Chunungwa puts it high. The wind does appear to be carrying that, although as Vum says, it is swirling in all sorts of directions down on the field. Bercy looking for touch. What a touch finder, bouncing just inside the field of play and putting the pressure all back on Queens.
Well, Thomas Bercy is on fire, and he took the right club out of the bag again. Judged to perfection. The ball dribbles into touch.
Open.
At the end of the day, it's all about territory, scoreboard pressure, Selborne in the right area of the field.
Drop, yeah, drop.
Wonderfully contested line out, following the jumper all the way and contesting at the front of the line to get the ball back onto Queens' side, and they begin running. So much pride to play for Queens. This is their derby match. This is their time to be on your World of Champions and show the world what they've got. Breaking blind, playing with very little space, Queens, but breaking away is Siachuro. Lays down the wall. Piling in now. Can Queens clear? Yes, they can. Kanuka is in position. The defensive line of Selborne was quick, but too quick on that occasion. Jared Taylor, number 4, SA Schools representative, pinged for being offsides.
Well, the left winger for this Queen's College side, Sia Tulu,
On the 5.
showing his strength and determination on this left wing. Close touchline. He's a big lad, and he played for the Border Academy team this year, one of the Queen's College representatives, but creating space out wide, the vision and the pass out wide. He carries the ball in one hand, which sometimes can be dangerous. The power step,
To the mark, open to...
quality and retention is good. And Queens with their first opportunity.
Dangerous line out to be trying just as you get your first chance in the red zone. As Vim mentioned, it's drifted off target. It is a very windy afternoon as well, and Queens will be desperately disappointed with that outcome.
Okay, guys, just don't go down if you're not 100%
Wasn't an easy
ready.
ball for their hooker, Taran Lottering.
Okay,
Also a
Franco's
quality player. Played for the
crouch, you're not 100% happy, just don't go
Border
down.
side in 2016.
Okay, we'll reset again.
First scrum of the game, and this is where it all
Right,
starts,
18.
up in the engine room.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Steady. Hold it there.
Percy feeds for Selborne. That scrum is holding up extremely well.
Roll.
Back onto the inside.
Roll out, Queens.
Nombos Zwelindaba.
Release. Tackle.
Selborne.
Release.
Not interested in going straight to boots to clear their
Number
lines.
4.
They are
Clear
running
release.
it, Queens.
Clear release, please. You never released.
Well, the penalty inflicted by Sven Sorensen. The instruction was clear from the referee, Mr. Rod Harris. You need to release that ball. No daylight demonstrated. And as soon as there's a tackled situation,
Okay, now when you're the
player
tackler,
has
assist
to,
you on your feet. You haven't got the
who's
ground. You
carrying
have
the
to release
ball,
first.
given the opportunity to
Okay.
place, set a target
it, darling.
for cleaners.
I'll give
Clearly,
you credit if you're
Sven
arriving in time. I'll
Sorensen
give you the
not
credit.
releasing that ball.
Gotcha. Vula. Drop you. Cover closer then.
Wilson with another chance for the line-out.
Hold it there.
Stolen last time by
Stay.
Queens. No such luck on this occasion. Well received by Troy Maynard, who has started this game off outstandingly well. Here's Klamlashe. Crucial tackle on the outside. That's Ulumko. Percy. Charging onto it at speed. It's Clausen! Clausen is going for the outside. Unbelievable, trying to round a backline player. An outside back at that. What a talent,
Bajaj.
Jacques Clausen. But Selborne are in striking range now.
Last forward over there.
But there was a knock-on spotted by referee Rod Harris. We will go back for a scrum. Selborne are
Thanks,
looking
Lally.
dangerous.
Oh, you hit that right on the head, Paul. They are looking extremely dangerous, but the reason why is Queen's College are waiting for them
Last forward in the
defensively.
tackle, guys.
But take nothing away from this young man, Jacques Wilson.
Yep.
His running line and the quality and the pace that he hits the line makes the difference for his side. Unfortunately, there was not much support around him, so he had to go to ground.
Right, crouch. Bind. Set. Steady. Let's put it in, let's get it in. You need to get it in quicker for me next time. You need to get it in quicker.
The feed will eventually come from Afiwe Kanuka, number 9 for Queen's College.
Okay, I was happy it was steady. Get it in.
Our first scrum held up reasonably well. Let's see
Soon
if
as
Queens
possible after I set,
can
get it
bear
in.
the pressure just outside their own line here. It would appear that they have a wind behind them, though. But it's hard to judge
Right,
exactly
crouch.
which direction the wind is blowing tonight, this afternoon.
Bind.
This Queen's College front row.
Get it in.
Waza, Lottering, Nkwala.
Stay there.
Picked up from the base, Chumani Gatiani, and Queens are running it back at Selborne. We have a free-flowing game of rugby on our hands here this afternoon. That much is clear. Continuing to the right-hand side, Queens now
forward
just
advantage.
juggling the ball. That was Enrique Aranya, their captain. But it has fallen back into the possession of
Barney over.
Selborne. Percy sees something over the top. The chase is not good enough to put pressure on this possibly being a try. It
22.
will roll over the try line, and it's going to be a 22-meter dropout to Queen's College.
The Queen's College side are coached by Clinton Lust. Their director of rugby is none other than Kaya Molatana. And he's one of the Queen's College of Springboks, together with Robbie Kempson,
Just hold on.
Dick Muir. They have a few other internationals, namely Carlo Del Fava, Italian international, Alan Dell, Scottish international. So rich with heritage and history is this Queen's College outfit and school.
Back underway, courtesy of Sinatemba Chunungwa. That is directly into touch. Nothing for me to say as you see that head drop. He's left his team in a lurch somewhat. Attacking opportunity for Selborne.
Most definitely so. It's a scrum slap bang in the middle of this field on the 22-meter area. Left and right options available. They have been solid from this first phase.
Let's get it steady, eh? Let's get it steady.
Left and right options available.
Far till the ball's out. Now crouch. Crouch. Bind. Set. Steady, let's get it.
Percy feeds the scrum. Go to the right-hand side, and that's Likaya Tengimfene receives, but Queens are delivered the ball back into their bread baskets almost immediately. In particular, Sia Chulu capitalizing.
Vantage over for the knock-on.
Selborne's mistake, big hit. Just as he cleared that ball.
Play on!
And Selborne will be playing on his Kamlasha. Kamlasha has passed the first. There's space here in the corner. The inside ball is spectacular. It's fed once more, and jogging under the bar are Selborne, and in particular, Troy Maynard.
Okay, just hold on.
It appears that we might have an appeal to this try. The assistant referee is about to have a chat with referee Rod Harris.
Throw it in. Okay. Siba. He's caught the ball legally, he's in control, but when he threw in, he stepped into the field of play. Your man. So line out, Queen's ball.
Clear instruction from the referee, Mr. Rod Harris.
Foot inside.
The ball was caught out of the field, under control, but he did step into touch into the field when the ball was taken quickly. But once again, Sibat Samalashe showing his
open.
true quality
Selborne.
and talent.
Selborne.
Support play from
The other players, open.
the loose
Open.
ball, Troy
Open.
Maynard.
Open.
The try will not stand. Queen's College led off the hook.
Great touch by Jared Ramsey in between as well.
Vantage, early jump.
Tyrone lottering feed
Play.
for Queens. This time they get it right. 100%
Play on advantage over.
Chunungwa grubbers through, chasing on his Gachiani. Selborne are under pressure, but they deal with it extremely well. That's the halfway line. Penalty comes the way of Queens. They're rising into this
Isolated,
match. They
holding on.
believe they can overcome the odds here today in East London.
You're right, 9.
We have an injury on the field. That is Thomas Percy down on the ground. That is terribly worrying. He's part of the SA school squad.
Perfect,
If
I'll
that's
go my
a
watch,
serious
Maurice.
injury, there's trouble.
That's exactly why the try did not stand for Maynard, due to the fact that when that ball was taken quickly, you could clearly see left foot in the playing field,
Okay, we need
and
a decision
therefore
then.
it will be a line out from where that ball was passed. Well spotted by
Right over here,
referee
15 isolated, holding on.
and the assistant referee.
Beautiful to see families, the friends, the alma mater, so much support for Selborne College and Queens from all around
You have to
the
land
province,
inside.
all around the country, coming down
You
to
have to
East
land
London
inside.
today to enjoy this derby.
Oh, most definitely so.
And it's crossed
That's
the
what
plane
it's
and
all
touch.
about.
Right,
FNB
Lee.
Classic Clashes at its best. Family, friends and smiles.
Okay, it's cross the plane and touch. You have to land inside there, guys.
Tries and tries. Lottering
Stay,
feet
stay,
again, no
stay.
contest. You
Stay.
and Yachla rising high for Queens, but look at them
Right.
travelling backwards. The response from Selborne
Off his neck,
has
off his
forced
neck,
them
off
out
his
of the
neck.
maul. And
Off his
Gachani
neck.
tries to break away from the back.
Got a
Is he being
maul.
held up off the ground? The maul's been called.
Release and roll, Selborne, run away, Selborne.
Unbelievable defense by Selborne.
available,
They
it's
can get this
available.
ball back, which they cannot. Queens continue to attack. Sven Sorensen.
Tackle, release, tackle,
Queens
release.
College now bearing down on the Selborne
Feature.
line, showing spectacular control of the rugby ball.
Another tackle,
As they
release.
enter the red zone,
Step,
keeping
step,
their
step,
heads,
step.
slowing down the pace.
Tackle,
To the
release.
inside, but met by solid Selbornian defense.
Last feet, last
On
feet.
that occasion, it was Odwa
Hands away, Selborne.
trying to direct his troops is Abiwe Kanuka.
Right.
Inch by inch,
Knee
they
down,
want to
tackle,
make their
release.
way over the line, but they are not making those inches right now. Refuse to go to the back line. They send it
Tackle.
blind to Oscar Notala.
Get off!
Kanuka. This time they do
Backwards
spread the
play
ball,
on.
and it does not go their way. That was judged to have been not a knock on.
Backwards,
Dropping the
backwards.
shoulder again. See ya, Chulu. I'll see you later is what he's saying.
For the advantage, Selborne.
Selborne have the advantage now as Queens have been driven away from their line. Muscling up to the hit is Klamlashe. The Queens fans very happy to see Klamlashe dominated. He is clearly a superstar of border rugby.
He's a superstar of border rugby, but he is mocked in this fixture. I can tell you one thing, Paul.
Marius,
Siva
seven
Samalashi,
Queens,
every
seven
time he
Queens
touches
injured,
the ball,
Marius.
you have 3 or 4 white jerseys around
Last
him
forward on the deck here.
in a defensive
Scrum.
effort to put him on the
Selborne
ground.
ball.
The referee was playing advantage for a previous knock-on, so it will be
tackled, yeah.
a Selborne
Lost
College
forward,
feed at the scrum.
Tag!
The Queen's College motto is Esse quam videre, to be rather
go.
than to seem to be, and today they would rather be here and come away with a win in this FNB Classic Clash.
Such a
Okay,
philosophical motto.
You're right.
I love it.
Okay.
To be rather
Right,
than
last
to seem
forward.
to be.
Scrum. Selborne.
We're about to get back underway. Rod Harris calls the scrum down. It's been a very well contested battle.
Let's
at
go, let's
scrums
go, let's
today.
go.
At line-on, it's been very much more haywire due to the wind.
Back
Perhaps it's
crouch.
blowing.
Bind. Set. Steady. Wait for it.
Percy feeds
Stay
the
on,
scrum.
stay on.
Selborne
Tight.
holding strong once more, as are Queens. Over the top from Jordan Janssen van Rensburg. What a kick that is from Janssen van Rensburg. Putting pressure on Queens. No chance for the quick throw.
Play the line. Let's play the line. Let's play the line. It's a nice marker for them. We're inside
Quality
12.
stuff from Jordan
Watch
Janssen
your five,
van
Lal.
Rensburg, one of the border Craven Week players from the Selborne 15.
Queens, we're inside.
Judging his touch finder to perfection.
drop,
It
drop.
dribbles into touch. And Paul, I said it, it's all about territory and scoreboard pressure.
Keep the gap, Selborne.
Trying the dummy jump at the front of the line-out, but it's fallen straight to Jacques. Horson! Get out of the road. Selborne are continuing forward. Building up ahead of steam now. The pace of
On
their
it from the
play is
side.
going to be difficult for Queens to deal with. It is
Can't allow you to
unrelenting.
creep there. Can't
But a
allow you to
penalty
creep.
comes their way.
From the side.
Tap and go.
Hey, you're
Of
not
course
10,
it
you're
is.
not 10.
Jared Taylor running straight into the faces of the Queen's defense. He's twisting, he's turning, he's got it
There it
down. It's tries for Selborne.
Oh, Jared Taylor, the quick tap penalty. He's a physical youngster, and he's one of the SA Schools players from 2018, represented Border and Craven Week. Presence of mind, a quick tap penalty. No one at home for the Queen's College. They sit and wait for him defensively, and he has enough strength. Was that a double movement, though? The try will stand.
I kind of liked it for him, I've got to say. I thought that the Queen's players should have just locked themselves around Jared Taylor as he tried to twist the ground. This is Thomas Bursey again. Bursey, he started too far to the right this time. Goes straight and true, swinging away to the right. No extra points. Selborne 2 tries to none, 12 points to 0.
Well, it's continued pressure from the Selborne side. It started with a line-out that went array for the Queen's College immediately. Jacques Huisson put the pressure on, getting over the advantage line. But what I like about Selborne is the quality of the retention of the ball and the speed of delivery from that recycled situation.
Take one off. You're going to have to explain to me what Queens was thinking, not having a person at the back of that line on which they lost, where Jacques Huisson picked it up, but we can talk about that when we have more time.
Okay,
This
ready,
is
let's go.
Chunungwa with another restart. Using the wind, hanging it high, Queens chasing up. Very important that they score next, but Grant Pretorius has his own ideas about that. Aggressive take and run.
Advantage.
The ball from Shaquille Naidu is spectacular, and it keeps them moving forward. Troy Maynard carries it on for Selborne. Certainly getting ahead of steam now are Selborne. And Janssen van Rensburg in the 10 jersey
Bonnie
is
just
starting to
over.
run the show. Zwelin Daba breaking again.
Advantage.
Percy sends it blind. Janssen van Rensburg gets the ball away. Still playing under advantage. Are Selborne out the back of the hand from Tengim Fane.
Can't let you dive in there. Offsides, back line. Number 12, Queens, 12, Queens, twice.
Well, it's all about the speed of this game and
behind
the
the
high
tackle, 12,
intensity
captain.
that Selborne are inflicting on their opponents, Queen's College, and what it's doing is it's compromising their defensive technique. They're slipping off tackles, they're chasing shadows, and when that happens, it becomes a nightmare.
Edge of the line, gents, edge of the line. Edge of the
We
line,
are
edge
right
of the
in
line.
amongst that noise. Those shots that you saw were just to the left of the Selborne College crowd, and they certainly do get loud.
Drop 10. Drop 10. Drop.
Jacques Wilson to
Drop.
feed.
Advantage.
Rising high at
Never
the
drop
back,
quick enough for
immediately
me.
under advantage. Raiden Masters was receiving
Roll.
that for Selborne at the back of the line-out.
Right, advantage
Seemingly
is
an
over.
offside play from Queens. No,
Roll
for
12,
scrum
roll 12,
advantage.
roll,
Advantage is
roll.
now over. Big contact in the
Try and
midfield.
get out there quicker,
Janssen van
please.
Rensburg, blind they come. Working the numbers again. They almost got themselves a try last time they
no
came down
hands.
this touchline. Here's Bursey. That's Naidu.
Leave the hands, leave the
Carrying it
hands,
in the
please.
midfield, held up. But Selborne are able to clear, and here's Horsen.
Play on.
What a running option he is. Bursey. Cutting back off the left boot. Raiden Masters starting to impose himself on this match. Bursey, Janssen van Rensburg.
Forward.
They're running the show right now, Selborne, but they've
Advantage
managed to knock
Queens.
the ball on just as they are finding big holes in the Queens' defense. Blindside for Queens now. They've got an opportunity to start a running move from deep.
Advantage is over.
Crucial tackle right in the man up.
Get over.
That was
Play
Mandikala.
on.
Mandilake Sibeko, pardon me.
Hands, leave it,
Charging out
Selborne.
there's
You went off your
Kabangele.
feet, 3.
Get off. Let's fire. Let's fire.
Kanuka clears. Finally some ball for Queens,
Release,
but it's in the
tackle.
wrong area of the pitch.
Get off. Get off.
Step.
Kanuka
Sorry.
searching for gaps as hard as possible. Chumani Gachieni, one of the more impressive players on this Queens side. They're working the numbers here, Queens.
Knock on there.
Sven Sorensen out of luck on that occasion. Let's take another look.
Well, it's all about clinical
Flav.
execution, and unfortunately not
Organise your
clinical
outside backs to
for
get
Sven
onside.
Sorensen,
Outside
knocking
backs
that
onside
ball
as
on.
well.
With the minimum possession
D.
that Queens have had in this fixture thus far, it needs to be clinical, it needs to be perfect.
Okay. Hold on.
Just
Well,
to
in the game.
remind, if you were not tuned in for the build-up,
Okay.
these two sides have played each other already this year, and it was on the
Okay.
home ground of Queens, the
Right,
Rec.
let's go, guys.
The scoreline in that
Injured
match
players back up.
was
There's a mark there.
54 points to Selborne and 0 to Queens.
We need an outside back. Just make sure you get on sides also, eh?
So the fact that right now there are only
Right,
12
crouch.
points separating these two sides shows just
Sorry,
how
set
far
first,
Queens
set
have come
first.
and what they
Right,
want to
ready,
do here
guys.
this afternoon.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Steady. Steady, Queens.
Good early hit there
Stay,
for
stay,
Queens.
stay.
Unable to capitalize upon that. Bursey clears. It's Janssen van Rensburg with the cross kick. Ambitious, well placed, but Jared Ramsey is unable to
Option.
receive.
Option. Captain. Knock on. Line out. What do you want? Scrum, line out. Scrum. Gotcha. A little bit more.
This Selborne side, there's so much time for execution. Lovely wiper cross kick from their flower half, Jordan Janssen van Rensburg, and
mark, left mark,
unfortunately for
Lucas.
Jared Ramsey, couldn't control it in the air, and therefore conceding possession back to the Queen's College side. But the fact of the matter is, Paul, they're stuck in their own half. They've
Right,
been
blocks,
on
let's
rare
go.
occasions to the Selborne red area,
Right,
if you want to
crouch.
call it that.
Bind. Set. Steady,
And to
steady.
what Vim said, they've got the wind behind them as well.
Steady.
And what kind of factor will that play when the second
Guys,
half
guys,
rolls
guys,
around
guys.
and
Both backs.
Selborne have the wind in their favor?
Let's get. Just delay your push. Delay your push till the ball's in.
We want to hit.
I'm happy with the hit. It's just after. Let's get steady first.
Has been an area, the set piece, the scrum,
Okay,
the
it's his
Queens
choice.
have
Only put it in when
excelled.
it's steady. So we've got to be
Their
steady.
front row has stood
Locked
up
in.
to the task. Nkola,
18.
Lottering and
Flags
Gwaza,
on. Right, crouch.
each of them
that's fine.
102,
Crouch.
103 and 103 kilograms
Fine.
respectively.
Set. Steady. Hold it.
Interestingly, Ali Gaza in the 3 jersey is
Hang on.
20 centimeters shorter than his hooker and his
Pulling
prop.
the player back here.
Penalty goes the way of Selborne.
Off the ball, it's unnecessary.
Tap and go from Jacques Goossen before we can figure out
That's it.
exactly what happened. Goossen dealing with a number of defenders. That seems to be his go-to move.
Hands away, Queens, hands
Selborne
away,
just
Queens.
continuing things with
Last feet.
Mapansela. Percy, Naidu charging at the line. Percy again. The speed of this ball is undeniable, and it pays
I went
off
through
at the
the
end
hole,
of the
you left
day.
the hole.
Selborne continue to cross the line.
Well, at Jacques Goossen, he's definitely stamped his authority on this fixture. He gets involved, he keeps defenders
Hey,
occupied.
just warn me next time.
But you called it,
No, I
Paul,
know you
the
wanna play
quality and the
Just warn
speed
me.
of delivery and the retention of the ball of the Selborne side and making it look so easy. Queen's College need to get into the face of their opponents, slow down the ball, but the fact of the matter is Selborne are imposing their physicality and the speed of this game on the opposition, and it is making it so difficult for this
Yeah,
Queen's
it's fine, he's
side.
out of play there, so we can carry on. He's way away from play.
We have had an injury on the field, which we are dealing with, and the players are slowly making their way back towards the halfway line. We are ready to get back underway with Sinathemba Chunungwa.
Tell Cassie I'll have a
I think it
word
might
with
be
him.
the
Tell
captain,
Cassie I'll have a
Enrico
word with him.
Aranya, who's down. Chunungwa from well in front of the halfway line launches another restart back downfield.
Aim low.
Picked out of the air by Jared Taylor. Jared Taylor's opening up the lungs. Here he comes. Watch out. What a great tackle from Ewan Diacher. Stopping him in his tracks, but Jared Taylor looks dangerous on the run. And Selborne looked dangerous in general. That knock-on eventually coming and stopping the movement in its tracks. Raiden Masters to blame for the knock.
Well, it's directly from the kickoff, the big man Jared Taylor, SA Schools representative in 2018. The Queen's College looked like their number 8. Chumani Gatieni putting his body on the line, making the good tackle
So he can just go behind the sponge.
and stopping Jared Taylor in his
Just stop on the
tracks.
touchline. Okay.
A really, really tasty hit.
Oh, definitely so, but I can tell you, Jared Taylor, when he's got ball in hand, he looks like a bull in a china shop.
Okay, Queens.
He causes chaos
Your man
and
on the side
damage.
is not a medic, so I've just asked him to go beyond
That
the sponge.
he
so he can
does.
support you from there.
Charging
I'm
downfield.
happy with that.
And when you think they have Jacques
Okay.
Goossen in their side as well
Either your
as Jared
coach or
Taylor, it's
assistant coach or
hard to
whatever.
see how you don't get go-forward ball off the back of those two players.
Okay, 22's on for your
Both of them
injured
in
player.
SA Schools. 2 of the 5 that made it from Selborne.
Your 12 went off.
So
Who's your
proud.
captain now? Who's your
the whole
captain now?
region must be of the
Okay.
school. But of course,
If they
Queens will
score in
keep
front
their
of the
pride in
poles,
their
they can
pocket
take
for
a quick
today.
step. I don't want to chat things,
Because
we
they
must
need
come
to
back.
overcome
Okay.
their
Right,
great
let's go,
foes.
guys. Let's go, Locks. Let's go, Locks. Right, crouch. Crouch. Crouch, guys. Bind. Sit. Steady, steady.
Crouch, guys.
Hold it.
And eventually they do crouch.
Stay.
It is fed in
Right.
by Kanuka. Breaking blind is Gatieni. He's been so oppressive. And Queens are charging onto this. Selborne did have their left wing advanced. That is Mapansela. And that created all the
Stay up,
space
don't
back
fall on
there
the
where the
ground.
kick was kicked into. Very
Stay
clever
up.
stuff from Queens. Not pulling it off, though. Penalty against them.
I've got 6 minutes. Yes.
Now, basic
Clock
error
started
from it
before-
looked like Lumko
Or before we
diving
start.
onto a player on the ground, and that is a definite penalty sanction.
Let's play the halfway line.
It's a lovely
What's your five?
blindside
What's
move.
your five,
Opting
team?
for the grubber
Open the
does
line's mine.
Kanuku.
It's open.
Exactly
Open.
there. That is why
Open,
the penalty
Beans. Vula,
occurred.
Vula.
Diving onto the player on the
Vula.
ground. Lumko.
That's fine. Stay.
So important to keep your head in that situation. Stay on your feet and try to
Go
make the
back,
turnover.
centre.
Selborne are setting a rolling wall here.
Get
Their
out there,
last
four,
one was
get out there,
extremely
four.
successful. Unstoppable as a
you
matter
come,
of
now you
fact.
come.
This one is starting from the halfway line, though. It'll be hard to imagine this maul going all the way
going
over the
last
try
feet.
line.
Keep going now from
Far
behind,
more
from the
likely
side
that
now.
Queens will infringe before that
Still the same
happens.
maul,
Because
still
the
the
way
same
things are
maul,
going
still the
right
same
now,
maul.
this maul
Body
is
is
not
running on the
stopping.
side.
Somebody will have to collapse, or else they're going to have to consolidate and start driving it backwards. They appear to have done just that, Queens,
So your
rescuing the
advantage.
situation. Thomas Percy away to
Body
Mpansela.
just over.
Mapansela. Percy just running at will right now. Selborne, everybody has a full run up to go at the players. And they're taking full
Advantage,
advantage. I
offside.
believe that was Jared Taylor, Janssen van Rensburg. Selborne on the outside. Tengin Fene in the corner.
Captain. We've got to get our backline defence out wide. Has to get onside.
Well, they're making
Just
it
giving
look
advantage
so
of the
easy,
offside in front of
and
the
it's
last few
Likaya
Okay, just have a chat to you guys.
Tengimfene that scores the try. But what made this try, I've said it all afternoon, the quality and speed of delivery and ball retention, and also the fact that their captain, Samalashi, keeps his wide channel. What that does is it creates doubt in the defence and just opens up space for the second centre.
Selborne really starting to impose themselves upon Queens now. And Queens College need
let's
to
have the
find a
ball,
way
yeah.
to put
Can you
points
put it
on
in
the
the middle,
board.
please?
They've been trapped in their own
Put it in
half,
the middle.
even with the support of the
Thanks.
wind behind their
Put it down
backs.
there,
It is
it's really
not
win-win
looking
play.
good for the gentlemen from Queenstown right now. But this is Thomas Bursey.
No.
Looking for the reverse swing again.
Thanks,
Bursey
Mark.
almost pulled it off. That one goes out to the left. 24 points to 0 it remains.
Well, this is a well-drilled schoolboy side. So much space, so much time. Kaya Molatana, Director of Rugby of Queen's College, with a concerned
minutes.
look on his face, and we can understand why.
3 minutes, guys.
It's all Selborne at the moment.
3 minutes to play. Queens slowly making their way back towards the halfway
Down, you
line,
pick a
trying
guard.
to gather their breath. Again, it's Chunongwa launching the ball downfield. Jared
forward.
Taylor underneath it again. Double knock on or a single knock
Tackle
on.
release.
Oscar Notqala taking it in for Queens. This is a huge opportunity. Hanging it up is Chunongwa. That seems to be ill-advised.
They go back for the
Poorly
knock on. There's no advantage
executed.
there.
And
All
the
under
idea
pressure.
behind it was hard to decipher.
There was an advantage being played by the referee, Rod Harris, for a previous knock-on from the kickoff from Jared
Score at the
Taylor.
mark there, gents.
And so often we do see that you score points and immediately concede possession due to the fact that
That
your kickoff
mark that I made
reception
on
is
the
not
sand.
taken cleanly.
This thing, yeah, there we
It's
go.
not only a problem in schoolboy rugby, it's in all facets of the game.
Let's get a
The
comfortable gap, eh? Get a
restart
comfortable gap.
is paramount.
Spine nice and tight.
Here's the
Right,
knock-on.
crouch.
Jared Taylor losing control. That is a knock-on. I was right.
Fine.
Thank goodness.
Set. Let's get it. Steady, steady, steady. Hold it steady.
4 handling errors apiece, but the more important number is the one below that. 24 points to 0.
Okay. Just take it a little bit more. Lock this side. Take a little bit more of the hit there. Okay, here we go. Okay. Just a little bit less of a shove so early there. Okay, just keep it square. Keep it square. The ball's in, then you can go. Right, crouch. Bind. Set. Steady, steady.
Feeding the scrum is Kanuka. Now twisting and turning
Right,
Queens. They've lost
Right,
that
advantage
ball
is
at
over.
tight head at schoolboy level. That is squanderous. And now this Gary Owen is putting them under massive pressure. Janssen van Rensburg is charging up. Watch out! Oh, he's been finished off. Benjamin Siyaya did not see Janssen van Rensburg coming, and he was finished off. 6 love.
He was on you when you were kicking it. He was on you as you were kicking it. He was on you as you kicked it.
There was a tight head at the first phase from Selborne.
9, I'll protect
Outstanding
you. He was
collective
on you
effort
as
by
you
the
kicked it.
pack of 8, but
He was
the
touching
kick
you as you kicked
of
it.
Thomas
That's why I leave it.
Bursey and then
Okay.
the kick chase
Don't
of
worry, I'll
Jordan
protect you.
Janssen van Rensburg putting
Back
Queen's
line, so
College
keep
under
the 5.
immense pressure, and they do have a line out. We know that they are strong in this facet of the game.
Goosen feeds.
Sacked. I'm happy with that one.
The sack is deemed illegal. And Goosen will
Tackle
break to the
release.
blind. Selborne still
Last
in a
feet,
very
last feet.
advantageous position here. Can they strike again? Naidu. So often the first choice. Ball carrier
Lost it
just
on
to
the
keep
deck.
the phases going. This
Lost
time
it
he
on the
knocks the
deck.
ball on.
Sorry. Last scrum.
Well, it is
Last scrum in
Shaquille
half
Naidu
time.
that loses ball in contact.
Last scrum, half
He
time.
has had an outstanding first half for his side. Goosen,
Let's keep it steady, eh?
Naidu, Jared Taylor all seem to be the
Don't
go-to
force
men
my hand with an early
as
shove.
first receivers.
Okay.
They do get their side over the vantage line,
Right,
They
ready
do
guys,
create
cross.
space for outside backs.
Bind. Set. Let's get it in, get it in, get it in.
It's very impressive
Stay on, stay
Selborne
on.
side. That is
Offside,
huge
James.
pressure on Queens. But clearly they knew that the halftime whistle was just around the corner, and Themba Chunungwa performs the final act of the first half. A first half which ends with Queens under enormous pressure, as they have been throughout the first 35 minutes, as this powerful Selborne side, packed with SA Schools players, flexes their muscles here in East London. At the end of the first half, it's 24 points to 0. Selborne lead.